"Lie down," he shouted, his voice cracking through the chaos like a desperate shield, as his body moved before his mind could even catch up. The sound of shattering glass and distant screams filled the air, but he didn't hesitate, not for a second. He threw himself over her, wrapping his arms tightly around a stranger he didn't even know, as if protecting her was the only thing that mattered in that terrifying moment. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of unexpected heroes, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Kindness Stories. Your support keeps these stories alive. The city had always been unforgiving, but for Amir, it had become something colder, something that tested him every single day. A single father in his early 30s, Amir carried the weight of 2 lives on his shoulders. His daughter, Isa, was only 6, yet her quiet understanding of their struggles made her seem older. She never asked for toys anymore, never complained about the small apartment with peeling paint, and always smiled when Amir returned home late from work, exhausted but trying to hide it. Amir worked as a delivery driver, weaving through traffic from morning till night, his mind constantly calculating bills, rent, school fees, and the rising cost of everything. Life hadn't been kind since his wife passed away, leaving him with grief that never truly healed and responsibilities that never gave him time to break. But even in his hardest moments, Amir held on to one belief, that kindness, no matter how small, still mattered. That belief was what placed him at the wrong place, or perhaps the right place, on that fateful afternoon. It started like any other day. The sun was harsh, the streets were crowded, and Amir had just picked up a delivery from a high-end corporate building, one of those towering glass structures that seemed to belong to a different world. As he stepped out, adjusting the worn strap of his bag, he noticed a woman standing near the entrance. She didn't look like someone who belonged to the chaos of the street. There was something composed about her, something distant. Her posture was straight, her expression unreadable, yet there was a hint of fatigue in her eyes, as if she carried burdens invisible to everyone else. She wore simple clothes, nothing flashy, nothing that screamed wealth or power. To Amir, she was just another person in the city, lost in her own thoughts. But everything changed in a heartbeat. A loud bang echoed across the street. Then another. Panic erupted instantly. People screamed and scattered, some ducking, others running blindly. It wasn't clear what was happening, an accident, an attack, or something worse, but fear spread like wildfire. Amir's instincts kicked in. He saw the woman freeze for a split second, confusion flickering across her face as the crowd surged around her. Without thinking, Amir rushed toward her. His heart pounded violently as he grabbed her arm and pulled her down with him behind a concrete barrier. "Lie down," he shouted instinctively, though the words barely registered in his own mind. The next moment, he covered her with his body, shielding her as debris scattered nearby. His back took the brunt of it, sharp fragments, dust, the force of impact, but he didn't move. All he could think about was keeping her safe. Time slowed. Every second felt stretched, every sound distant yet overwhelming. Amir could feel her trembling beneath him, her breath uneven, her body stiff with fear. He didn't know who she was, didn't know why he cared so much in that moment, but he did. Because that was who he was. A protector. A father. A man who had already lost too much to stand by and watch someone else get hurt. Eventually, the noise subsided. The chaos began to settle, replaced by sirens in the distance. Amir slowly lifted himself, wincing as pain shot through his back. He looked down at the woman, checking if she was okay.